Hey everyone, so before we get into the secret codename readings, why they are posting early. We had a huge solar flare go off that set off like a triple wave of geomagnetic energy in our direction, and it's going to hit around the 6th and the 7th, which is when we're having the moon event. So, in order to avoid any potentially disruptive satellite, internet, loading issues, because I ended up closing this event early due to the back issues I was having, I knew who was already getting a reading and I gave them their secret code names early. So they already know their secret code names and now you guys get them in advance. So with that, I'm going to cut to the recordings for you, and I hope you all enjoy. Hey guys, welcome to the full moon in Aries Finish Him themed secret code name readings. Yes, Spirit gave it to me just like Mortal Kombat. So for today's readings, we're going to use my hand-drawn cards, the deck of many things, the Mythic Tarot, and the Power of Love cards. The secret code names today are Duchess, Lone Penguin, Shattered Glass, Destiny, and Rembrandt. If any of those secret code names stands out to you, there is likely a message in here for you. If you're not familiar with secret code name readings, they are purchased by individuals via my Etsy shop. These are their personal readings. They get their secret code name. They know which reading is theirs. The beauty is no one else does. It's secret to them. And because these personal readings are made public, anybody can resonate to a secret code name and be drawn to it, have it stand out to them. And because we're all connected, that is why there's likely a message in there for you, whether it's just one thing I say that clicks and you're like, that's why Spirit had me watch it, or if it's the reading in its entirety. And because these are personal messages, and if one of them helps you in some way, leave a thank you in the comment for the person who purchased that secret code name reading, because you know this is their energy out there and it's their healing that's rippling, and if it's helping you, definitely let them know. All right, with that said, guys, we're going to get right into the messages. Timestamps will be in the description, so you can hop, skip, and jump around to whatever secret code name or secret code names you're drawn to. Secret code name Duchess, we're starting with you. So here we go. Spirit, please. We're starting with the deck of many things. All right. Spirit, please. What is going on for secret code name Duchess and those who would be drawn to the secret code name for this full moon in Aries? What is going on? What do we need to know? What is the main energy? All right, Duchess. So your reading is the epitome of the theme. Oh my God. So the deck of many things, we got the Ruin card. The bottom of the deck is Skull. Okay. The hand-drawn cards got Birth in the reverse. And the bottom of the deck is Tombstone. Now, I got way nosy and I started looking on the bottom of your deck. Someone had absolutely killed the dream and ran away high speed from an angel that was right in front of them because they were perceiving them like the enemy. They went towards the quote-unquote sweet life, but the thing about the honey jar is it comes with bees, so there's a sting. They eclipsed out their own light because of their wounds, and that cycle is closing with the finish line. They're not stuck where they were anymore. And in time, very soon, because the sand is almost out with the hourglass, they're looking at someone that they once portrayed as the villain, like the angel, right? So it's been flipped. The chrysalis is here with the angel card. And there's a match lighting the book, which is the Akashic record, right? The history, on fire, the record and the story of the Dark Knight. They're setting a new foundation with rings. The rings are on the bottom of that. So I feel like this person may be a little out of sorts or delulu at the moment. They might be quite an energetic distance from where you are, but they dealt with some brutal shit. We have the Three of Swords on top. This is a major betrayal, a major humbling. And the Ace of Swords is on bottom. Mind you, the figure on the card is Athena, and she plays a role in the other cards to follow. So, the truth, Athena is a goddess of wisdom. So someone, through experience, brutal experience, this is brutal. Like, Ruin is losing everything. It's losing everything except their intuitive faculties. That's all they have, is their inner guidance system. They don't have anything else. Skull is when you face off against death, and it's either ego death, right? And allow the humbling to happen, or literally be defeated and suffer, you know, and having to recycle, you know, meaning they would live out whatever fate they lived out until they leave this lifetime, and then they have to come back and try again. So this person, whoever we're dealing with, birthed a nightmare that resulted in their complete and utter ego death. We have a chronology of this person, so you'll know who this is, because they started as the Knight of Cups and had to choose between people, right? You could see on the Lover's card, it's the story of how the Trojan War started, right? Where the guy has the apple, the golden apple, that he receives from Aries, the goddess of discord, and was told to give it to the most beautiful goddess. Well, Athena, Aphrodite, and Hera were all in the competition, and of course he chose Aphrodite, which royally pissed off Athena, right? Because Athena is wise, and she technically, I think, offered the best gift, to be completely fair. But he chose Aphrodite because goddess of love, she's beautiful, you know, offered him the most beautiful bride in the world. So this person probably went after the honey jar and got caught with his hands in the honey jar and got royally stung. Royally stung. Kind of like the Trojan War. Everything fucking fell apart. Like, yeah, he got the prize he was after, but he didn't anticipate the nightmare, the disharmony and the discord, the strife, the complete collapse that would come with it. He was downgraded from a knight to a page, the Page of Cups with the Two of Pentacles, and he was facing that weight between ideal and real. Is the ideal in the reality? And what is ideal? Is ideal only skin deep? Is it shallow? Or is ideal really what Athena was offering? You know, this wisdom kind of higher energy. You know, if you think about it, Athena was born of Zeus, the god of Olympus, the king of the gods. And Venus was born from a fucking nutsack. You know what I mean? Like, to put it in the frankest of terms, like, yeah, she's beautiful, but that's about the extent of it. It's just a whole lot of attraction. Well, since the weighing of the reality and the ideal, and really figuring out what those things are, having to go back to beginner's heart, right, with the Page of Cups, it's beginner's heart. Having to go back to a version of yourself before you were wounded. And we saw on the bottom of the hand-drawn cards that that was a big deal, because he went after the honey jar because of his wounds. He went after the honey jar because of his wounds. And it backfired bad. Now he's come into the King of Cups. So he went from a knight to a page to a king, but now the king is having some serious anxiety, right? Serious nightmares, haunted by the past, haunted by his lower self that screwed him over the last time. You know, he's not even just trapped in his head. I feel like the wheels don't stop spinning about just how young and immature he was, and the young and immature knight choice that he made versus being the king. The King of Cups is someone who is emotionally intelligent and mature. They're not someone who just wears their heart on their sleeve, but when they give you their heart, they give it completely. I feel like this person got a taste of nightmare in that situation because he gave his heart completely. And now, with all the experience that he has, he's having real anxiety about moving forward, because how do you go and tell Athena you made a mistake after you chose Aphrodite over her? You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, I messed up. I should have chose you. Like, no shit. No shit, hon. But we do have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. And if you look at this Ten of Swords, it's Athena. And the character who is on the Nine of Swords, who is facing this nightmare inside their head, is completely collapsed on the ground in a fetal position. And Athena has her hand up, telling the Gorgons to back off, to leave him alone. Enough is enough, right? We have this Ace of Pentacles coming out. I feel like there is absolutely the potential of a new beginning that I think is completely up to you. With the Birth and the Reverse, I think it's completely up to you. I don't know if it's guaranteed because it's not upright. I think it's, you know, being in the reverse, you would have to have a certain level of wisdom in order to sense and feel and navigate through this without your own wounds coming to the surface. Because even though these cards are telling a story about someone else, for sure, it's also kind of diving in to your own masculine energy, like, because you went balls to the wall on someone that you were definitely attracted to, only to get burned, right? Especially if they did choose somebody else, or if you have been through this yourself and have chosen somebody else because you were more attracted to them and had to go through, you know, that beginner's heart lesson about ideal and real and figuring out what you really want. And now, you know, you have all this emotional intelligence, but maybe you're too also haunted by your past mistakes, you know, where you went wrong. You know, why your wounds took you down a path of mirrors to face these wounded parts of yourself. It's like, well, did I really heal it yet? Because what if I choose something and I'm excited about it, or I'm looking forward to it, only for it to end up another, you know, getting stung type of situation where you're being, you know, ruined and skull humbled? having a new beginning is really difficult, right? Everybody wants the fresh start. Everybody wants the world to open up and give them this golden opportunity. And in order to do that, we really have to tell the fears of the mind to take a seat. You know what I mean? Your guidance card is respect. Remember respect. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. Everybody's got to learn somehow. Everybody signed up to learn these lessons some way, somehow. Sometimes they're brutal. They're brutal. I feel moving forward, you can trust your intuition. Make sure you stay in the present moment and not in the failures of your past. And if you are going to move forward with someone from your past, ensure that they are not still haunted by the same demons that wounded you the first time, that wisdom really has put those demons at bay, those old choice-making patterns, those wounded patterns at bay, so that the new foundation can truly be solid. I think if you can listen to your intuition in the moment and know the truth when you hear it, that it resonates and hits you different, you'll be making the right choice. If something's not landing and it's not registering as genuine, if it's not registering as a soul-to-soul communication, then I think you know it's not the choice to make. It's not the opportunity to take, right? So trust yourself. Just know whoever went through this, they got their ass whooped by the universe. They got their ass whooped. They got their ass whooped. Like hard whooped. It might be single-handedly the biggest mistake of their life that they ever made. Not choosing you. So, to be completely honest, I think they're well aware of that. I think they are well aware of that. So, secret code name Duchess. I hope this helps and doesn't leave you more confused than when you started, but you'll have to let me know. You'll have to let me know if this lands in the comments, especially if it ends up transpiring. We have Mercury retrograde coming up in November, about a month from now. And sometimes I know my readings take a couple months sometimes to play out. So don't forget and check back with me. All right. Until we next meet, much love and gratitude to you always. Bye. Hello, secret code name Lone Penguin. How you doing? Let's get right into your message. Spirit, please. What is going on with this full moon in Aries? This finish him theme. What is the main energy, the main focus? Okay. So secret code name Lone Penguin. Your cards. For the main cards, we got the Throne, which involves persuasion and diplomacy, and you can gain a keep right? In this case, it would be a home. The bottom of the deck was idiot, which permanently reduces your intelligence per, D&D rules, but you can draw another card. So I did, because I saw these cards and I had a fucking sinking feeling, and I was like, okay, pulled out my pendulum, called in Archangel Michael, and I said, is this exactly what I think it is? Archangel Michael gave me a really big yes. I said, okay.
Archangel Michael, show me a clear.
Decided to draw the additional card. We got the key.
Thank you.
Now the key is a major magic weapon. It's a huge intuitive insight. And the DM chooses the weapon. And as your divine messenger, I am going to drop some wisdom on you. And I have faith that this can, in fact, be avoided. As of right now, this is the path. The cauldron is on the bottom of the hand-drawn cards with the eclipsed version of the sun underneath of that. We have the broken heart and the distance that came out. I feel, because I know who secret code name this is. And you're going to know exactly who I'm talking about. So for those of you who are drawn to this secret code name, take it as it resonates. We have the Queen of Cups with the Strength card. The Queen of Cups had so much love and can be even possessive, right? Things that she loves and cares about, people that she loved and cared about. She has this, it's mine kind of vibe. She came out with the Strength card. Whatever she loved, it was so quote unquote magical between them. At some point. And she had to literally choke it out with her bare hands. Get rid of it with her bare hands. She didn't have any intuitive faculties guiding her away from this because there was a Chiron connection. The cauldron can also kind of insinuate being under a quote-unquote spell, and we do have Eros on these cards here, and I feel that she saw the beauty of someone despite their wounds. I feel like the genders are flipped too, so the Queen of Cups could most definitely be a masculine energy, right? Because it's the archetypal vibe of the Queen of Cups. They ruined it, right? They killed the magic lion. The Nine of Cups with the King of Swords. I think what this person didn't realize when they got the wish is that they were learning some really cold hard facts about themselves. And now they're sitting in this very barren, desolate landscape. There's clouds there. They wield the sword of truth. They have the truth, and they're also sitting with the scales of justice, which could mean that they're dealing with some kind of legality, and or they are isolated in a very cold place, right? This is the lone penguin, and penguins, you know, they mate for life. This is a lone penguin with the Knight of Pentacles and the Star card. the Knight of Pentacles, it's a long time coming, right? It's really slow progress. But this person who opened Pandora's box and has the swarm coming out, right, is looking through the swarm, through the chaos, to the healing. Okay, they're looking and focusing on the healing. They've been alone, again, in this desolate place. The Hermit is all about wisdom. It's Virgo energy. This particular Hermit also carries a scythe with the lantern, and so they have definitely gone through some kind of death, you know, whether it was the death of their old life, the death of who they were. They've been doing some serious soul searching. There's somewhere with the High Priestess, there's Persephone there, somewhere between the realm of the living and the realm of the dead, right? Wherever they are most definitely alone. And they might still be alive, but it feels like death while living. And they're bringing a tower deep from within the sea, right, of emotions. I feel like you might be dealing potentially with an older gentleman who is alone, focused on mending a broken heart, even though they're at a distance. With the top and bottom of the deck, we had the Ten of Pentacles on bottom, which is all about family, right? It's all about family. It's all about the home. The King of Pentacles is under that. And the Five of Pentacles that's out on top, it's the same house. It's the same house in this King of Pentacles card. He owns that house. That's his house. Ooh, I had it upside down. And he's sneaking away from it. He's abandoning it. It comes with loss and feeling alone. The Two of Wands is under that. That's Chiron. Chiron is literally the centaur in the cave there. They're thinking about a missed opportunity with the Four of Cups. Something they missed. Something they messed up. They're feeling like an idiot, right? I feel with this Tower card and the history here, the Chiron history here, you have someone, unbeknownst to you, because you might be apart from this person, and sometimes you can sense them and sometimes you can't, which is why, as your DM, I am dropping some major wisdom on you with this key card. You're dealing with, I think, two individuals, and one is deeply, deeply Chiron connected, would sacrifice themselves to no end for this person that they feel like they messed up with. They want to bring in something beautiful. They want to bring in something sweet. They want to feel like they've finally accomplished something. The thing is, they're coming at it as a knight. There's no kings out here that would, like the King of Cups, who learned, you know, emotional depth and emotional maturity, or a King of Wands who has vision. You know, the King of Pentacles is buried there, which means this is probably the person, the provider, you know, that kind of energy, the leader who is buried. We have this King of Swords, and all he could do is think and analyze. There's no intuition. There's no assets. There's no vision. It's just analyzing. A lot of air, right? I've got Leo out here. I've got Libra and Aquarius. I've got strong water energy. I've got Virgo, Pisces, and I got Mars energy. This could very well be like Mars and Scorpio with this nodal transit, right? This Virgo, Pisces nodal transit, why this is so significant. The star card is Aquarian energy. That's got Pluto in there, so this is real deep. It's also Uranian energy, and that's in retrograde. It's reflecting on mirrors right now at the cusp of Gemini. I feel like someone might pull a tower on you. I feel someone might pull a tower on you and give up the house type thing. Because they're trying to make it right. They're trying to make right their wrongs, and it's a romantic connection. People do crazy things for love. They do crazy things for love. And I'm giving you a heads up because I do feel like this is avoidable. And I feel that you're gonna have to sit on it for a while. You're going to have to sit on it for a while and figure out how you want to actually approach this. Because you are going to have to use this gift of persuasion and diplomacy. You're going to have to come at this person with cold, hard facts about their quote-unquote wish fulfillment. Something that they wanted, right? In their ego with the Nine of Cups. It's something they wanted. It wasn't divine. It was wounding. They have an opportunity now to actually be the King of Pentacles and heal things. Truly heal things. Divine's wish. But that means they have to go forward alone. And whoever it was that they were dealing with is going to have to take the tower. Because if they don't take the tower, whoever this other person is, you're going to take the tower. You're going to have a conversation at some point that that, someone might still care about someone else. But you need to make sure and know that you are not going to be betrayed. That you're not going to be betrayed. Because the way things are looking right now, the way things are looking right now, and you might not even realize it, right? You might not even realize it. You might have had an inkling about it, a kind of sensing, but maybe didn't think it was actually ever going to work out that way. Like, this person would never betray you, you know what I mean? But in the reality, in their mind, they only get one shot to show whoever this is just how much they really did love them. Even if they fucked up, even if they made mistakes, even if they ruined it, even if they weren't listening to their intuition and killed the magical lion, you know what I mean, with their own bare hands and their own brute force ruined it, like, you're gonna have to figure out how to gauge the Chiron wound in someone else who is still grossly focused on healing something with someone, trying to right their wrongs by wronging you. Like, this person cannot fix the mistakes they made with whoever it was from their past, because I don't feel the energy was shared quite the same. Like, yeah, there might have been a chemistry that was shared, but one person was deeply entrenched in Chiron and willing to sacrifice themselves and are still willing to sacrifice themselves into the ground for whoever this is. They might even be having a Chiron return if they have Chiron and Aries. This person's going to try and fix one wrong by creating another. They're going to try and fix one wrong by creating another. And that's the cycle that needs to stop. Because I feel like they can't fix whatever the past was with whoever that was. They can't possibly sacrifice themselves enough. And what kind of person, you know, if you think about it, really shows how much they care by hurting their family? Like, that's how you're going to show someone how much you care? By hurting your family? By betraying your family? That's an act of love? Like, what kind of person would be impressed with someone who would betray and hurt their family for them? That's horrible. And I don't think this person is seeing it that way. Especially if they're dealing with Chiron wounds and abandonment wounds, and it's coming out to ripple. Your guidance card is remember purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. You can. You absolutely can stop this. You can stop this. If you choose to stop it. If you don't want to stop it, so be it. I would not act rashly. I would definitely sit and think in this for a while. And you are going to have a serious conversation with whoever this is, some way, somehow. You're going to have to sit and talk with them. You have to possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. Remember your purpose. Remember your purpose. You encourage people to heal. You're going to have to use that beautiful diplomacy and persuasion you got going on here. You're going to have to use this beautiful key of a magic weapon from your DM. Otherwise, it's going to be rough. All right. So, secret code name, Lone Penguin. I have faith this gave you exactly the insights you needed. And I have faith that if you sit on it, you'll know exactly the conversation you need to have. Trust Spirit to guide you. Call your archangels in. Especially Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Shamuel, Raphael, Michael. Call them in, dude. Call in the whole fucking Archangel squad. Call them in and just sit with it. I love you and appreciate you. Let me know in the comments if this lands. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, Shattered Glass. How you doing? Let's get into your message. Spirit, please. What is going on for secret code name Shattered Glass? Ooh, I just heard the Britney Spears song. There's a Britney Spears song called Shattered Glass. I didn't see it or hear it when I got the secret code name. Spirit just pinged me to a visual But now that I'm shuffling the cards, you might want to listen to that track, Shattered Glass by Britney Spears. All right. Spirit, what is the main focus for secret code name Shattered Glass with this full moon in Aries? Finish him theme. All right. Secret code name Shattered Glass. For your main energy, we do have the Knight, which is an ally. Okay, you gain the service of someone. D&D lingo, they're a 4th level fighter, so you do have some help. And with the moon on the bottom, you get wishes granted. Between 1 and 4 wishes. I asked Spirit, heard 3. I'm sticking with that. 3 wishes. Underneath that is Uriel and the Talons, which was a curse where something was just kind of torn away from you, right? Something torn away. And you may or may not be dealing with Chiron. All right, Chiron and Aries. I feel with the mushroom on the bottom and the sun card under that and the getaway under that, you might not realize, because the mushroom, it can be poison, it could be medicine, it can make you big, it could make you small, it can have you trip face, right? The mushroom is a loaded archetypal card. I feel, because it's followed by the sun and the getaway, that's some magic mushroom, okay? That's some magic mushroom stuff. And you might not be able to see it with your regular, quote-unquote, normal eyes, your normal vision. It's something that you see once you kind of get out of your own way, right? We have the Ace of Wands on top and the Sun on bottom. I feel with the Sun here and the Sun there, like the Sun is super auspicious. The 5 of Pentacles is under that with the 4 of Cups. I think that if you can let go of where you don't belong, a missed opportunity, something shakes loose, and the Ten of Swords comes in. And this Ten of Swords especially, it's wisdom keeping the Gorgons at bay, right? It's Athena. And the masculine energy on the card, the mind, is curled up in a fetal position, can't take the stress, can't take the nightmares, can't take the haunting energy anymore, right? And wisdom is holding up her hand with the truth, sword of truth in tow, like, no more. The fears, the anxiety, the stress, the demons, like, they can't haunt you anymore. Your mind has had enough. You've had enough. We get the Justice card with the 6 of Pentacles. Whatever is due to you, not only do I feel you are going to receive it with no debt, it's an unconditional giving that you're getting. Whoever is giving to you either knows they owe you, they know they owe you. It could be the divine for all I know. But they know they owe you, and they do not expect you to give back. whatever they're giving you might be some priceless gift that you, honest to God, could never repay. To be fair, it could be one of your wishes. With the Star card and the Eight of Cups, one of your wishes may be to get out of an unfulfilling situation. Right? The Star card with the Eight of Cups here. You don't want to be somewhere that you feel you don't belong there. Your heart's not in it. And or you're not even receiving any heart in return, right? You're left feeling rather empty. And to top it off, the Three of Cups with the Ten of Wands, you have 3 people and they're mermaids, which reminds me of Pisces. It's 12th house stuff. It's fear-based attachment stuff. People who prey off your wounds, they all have their cup. Like, give me water, give me water, give me water. It's like you're swimming in water. You're swimming in water. You know, what do you mean fill up your cup? Fill up your own cups. You're swimming in water. And we've got Eros there. Eros coming from behind you, like you're not looking at Eros. You're looking at the 3 mermaids begging you for your love energy. And it's a huge burden, right? With the Ten of Wands, the ship is crashed. She's burning under all the wands. The Ten of Wands is a card. It's the Sacred Clown. I'll show you. I'll pop it up on the screen because I did actually create the Ten of Wands for the Myths of Magic Minors that I'm working on. But it's the Sacred Clown. And the wands, the 10 wands, are the crosses we carry for other people. It's their wounds and it's their responsibility, and yet we carry it anyway. And it's heavy. And we feel foolish doing it. I think your second wish might be to get out of this energy grab, needy, carrying crosses kind of energy. That you don't want to sit here and burn in it and feel like the ship is never coming in because it crashed. The third wish, we have Temperance, the Angel of Alchemy, with the Lover's card and the Four of Swords. I feel if you, because, you know, you are the universe. The answers don't come necessarily from outside of yourself. You do have help. But you are the God source creator energy within. It's not outside of you that you're praying to and it can grant some wish like a genie. When you pray to the universe, to God, spirit, source, you are literally praying to yourself to find the cojones to do what you need to do to grant your own wishes. I feel if you grant yourself the first wish, the divine owes you. If you grant yourself the first wish, you will be able to grant yourself the second wish. This will not be your responsibility. That will click. And when these first 2 wishes are granted, you will find that the universe ends up granting you the third one. I feel with the Lover's card and the Four of Swords, someone's been waiting on it. Someone's been waiting on it. With the Ace of Wands on the top of the deck, you had to make that first move. To shine and walk away. You had to be the one to act first. Your guidance card is acceptance. Remember acceptance. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. You are ready. Release control. First step is walking away. Second step is letting it burn. You need to fill your own cup. Temperance is literally there filling her own cups. No one else is filling your cup, so you got to fill your cup. And when you start to do that, I think someone has been waiting on you. It's almost like a divine chain of events that transpires because you skipped into a different alignment. You know, this first wish, it transpires because you see through the chaos, through the swarm, to the healing that's beyond it, right? The angel inside a six-pointed star, you know, that's masculine and feminine union energy. That is you acting in alignment with your intuition, what you've known in soul to be true, right? Trusting, accepting, being ready to release that control, to move forward and away from something that was unfulfilling, leaving you empty, but demanding you fill it up. Like you don't owe anybody anything. You don't owe anymore. The debt that you owed, if you owed anything at all that cost you everything, that you're sitting here begging in spirit. Spirit's like, all you had to do was ask. I don't expect anything in return. There is no debt to pay. You owe yourself. You owe yourself. Because if something was not emotionally fulfilling from the gate, if something was leaving you feeling empty, that you moved into a third-party situation and got burned, you had to go through the alchemy process. You are choosing, right? Choosing in between people with the Lovers. Hera, Aphrodite, and Athena. Aphrodite was chosen. Aphrodite was all about appearance. but it resulted in complete collapse, right? It's what sparked the Trojan War. And you had to sit in that, right? You had to sit in that choice while you were alchemizing, only to realize that maybe Athena was the best choice. She's here on the Justice card, clarified by that Six of Pentacles. If something was unfulfilling and leaving you feeling empty, you might have needed to walk away a long time ago and grant this wish to yourself. I think maybe initially you were distracted by the swarm. Where you are now, you're seeing beyond it. You're looking to heal. Whatever this third energy, third party energy, three people, whatever was, it left you so burdened. Feeling like you're burning by yourself with your ship crashed. You're ready to release control. This is something you were always meant to do. The Star card is a major arcana. It's not the Nine of Cups. It's not an ego-based wish. It's a divine wish. It's a wish your soul asked you to grant yourself in this lifetime. The first step is walking away. And facing the reality that these, three mermaids are going to want to burn you with their crosses. They're going to want to burn you. You have to go through the alchemical process and realize that it was never yours to carry. But you did. But you did. You damn near gave up hope under this weight. You might have, to be completely fair, because they look pretty hopeless. They've given up. They're just burning. You deserve the outcome that you grant yourself. You also deserve the outcome you deny yourself. Because they're all your choices. You've got to make peace with your alchemical process. Your sovereignty, and trust that when you choose yourself, when you choose the divine in you to be the creator, be the creator, right? Be the God, source, universe, spirit, energy. When you release control, ego, right, of situations or people, lovingly embrace life, what life really is. I feel like you get it. Really, double suns. I feel like you get it. The night with the moon, I feel like you get it. But it starts with the wisdom that you don't owe anybody anything. And that the divine does not owe you anything for all that you've sacrificed. The divine doesn't owe you because you chose it. The divine didn't force you. You chose it. So, choose something different. Best advice I got for you. Surrender. You don't know anybody's shit. If other people who were banking on you filling them up crash and burn, like, they will have to figure it out. They'll figure it out. Because you were never the solution, which means there is another solution. It doesn't matter if you don't see what it is. Maybe the solution doesn't even concern you because you're off alchemizing and being chosen and getting your wishes granted. It's not your bed that you made to lay in. It's their bed. You know what I mean? It's their bed that they made. They can lie in it. You decide what bed you're lying in. If you don't want to lay in the bed and burn with these people, then don't. Or do. That's entirely up to you. But the theme of this secret code name is finish him. So, whatever insight you needed from this reading, I have faith you got it. All right. Much love and gratitude to you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, Destiny. How you doing? Let's get into your message. Spirit, please. What is going on with secret codename Destiny and those who are drawn to it in divine time whenever it catches them? What is going on with this finish him theme, full moon in Aries? What is the main focus of the energy? Secret codename Destiny. Out of the 4 decks, 3 of them have a star card. And you got all 3. All 3. All 3. Not to mention this pretty little distance card and the 2 stars that are on that. And if you count the sun as a star, well, you also got that. The star card in the deck of many things is an immediate level up. And not just 1 level, like 3. Like 3. 3 or 4 levels. It's a huge jump. Huge jump. With the Fool card on the bottom, 2 of Cups is under that. My God. The Moon is under that. That's Goddess Hecate. That's Goddess Hecate on the Moon. Ace of Swords is under that. Truth breaks through the veil, breaks through the illusion. You have someone coming to rescue you. You have someone coming to rescue you from the precipice. Because this dungeon card, everything was stripped from you. You lost everything. The Void came out reversed. This card in the upright is when the soul is at some desolate location. It's somewhere else. It's not with the person. And it leaves, you know, the other players in the game, right? D&D lore. to find a way to rescue the soul. I feel like you have come such a long way in your healing. Such a long way. I'm getting so emotional even reading these cards. I'm kind of glad I'm not on camera. This energy. I'm sorry, I gotta get my shit together. Give me a second. Okay. No guarantees I won't get emotional again, but I'm gonna try and read for you. We have the Knight of Cups with the Six of Pentacles. And I feel like somewhere along the journey you came in like the knight in shining armor and were begging for crumbs, right? Just begging for 6 coins when the emperor here, who's in this present in this card, has way more than 6 coins. 6 coins is a drop in the bucket. It's nothing. It's chump change. You're begging for 6 coins. Stripped of everything, right? You have nothing. That dungeon card, you have nothing. Started with nothing. And maybe you made the wrong choice in love with the Lover's card, right? This is the scene that sparked the whole Trojan War, where he was given the apple. Paris was given the apple and told to pick who was the most beautiful goddess, Athena, Aphrodite, or Hera, and he chose Aphrodite. And it ended up to the complete collapse, right? Troy fell. Lost everything. And even here, in this card, the Strength card, it's depicting the Herculean tasks, right? Where Hercules had to slay this magical, impenetrable lion. And he couldn't defeat it with his sword. He couldn't defeat it with magic. He had to defeat it with his bare hands. He had to go inside the cave, right? This scene. Go inside this darkness and fight it with his bare hands. Pure strength. Making the wrong choice that caused the collapse. You were given tasks to conquer your ego, to conquer and release control. And I feel like you did, because the Sun card comes out after that, right? The Sun, clarified by the Nine of Swords with the Six of Wands. That is a victory over the nightmare. That is a victory over your demons. The Sun, clarified by these 2 cards. You got the Golden Fleece. You got it. You have a whole angel team. So fucking proud of you. Look at all of these people in the background. All of their lights are lit. All of their flames are lit. Cheering for your victory. Because to get the fleece, you had to slay the dragon. Now, not only do you have the Six of Pentacles, you've got a 7th one. And instead of keeping it for yourself, you're offering it. You offered it. White bull might be synchronistic. You should look it up as an animal spirit. And it comes out with the King of Wands. The Master Visionary. someone who's been able to picture it in their mind, how they want to feel, what they want to experience. And you offered it. You offered it to someone else. You offered them the vision. And they might have taken some time to think about it, right? Because he's sitting there like, I don't know. This single coin, do I take the opportunity? Right? The single coin throughout the decks is always the opportunity. It's like you planted a seed of vision. And I feel like you're manifesting it. Your guidance card was unity. Like you can't make this shit up. Unity. Remember, you understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. Wow. You might be at a distance from whoever this is. And I literally heard the distance is no obstacle. It's not even in question. Getting from point A to point B is no problem. I feel at some point you were under a spell, and with the Jester on the bottom, which is why I got to pull 2 more cards, is about gaining a ton of experience. The gem is under that. You put yourself under so much pressure to become the beautiful diamond that you are. The gem, it's worth its weight in gold. It's worth so much more than 6 measly coins. It's like those 6 coins created the foundation, right? They built the castle that is you and your energy. And you just offered a piece of your energy to someone else. And they don't even realize what you did with those 6 pentacles that you got. And it's interesting because it looks very similar, right, to the person on this card here. Where you were before, someone saw your worth. And they're giving you more than you asked for. They're giving you so much more than you even could have imagined. It's like Jack and the Beanstalk, you know, he went to town to get cattle with the very last of his money, and instead went and bought magic beans and got the golden harp. Someone said, why take a cattle when I can give you these 3 magic beans? And you thought about it because you had a vision. And so you went from having nothing to taking the biggest leap of faith on your life. And getting so many star cards, so many wishes granted, so many victories, so much healing. You found your soul. You found your soul. It's like calling in St. Anthony, right? St. Anthony, please come around. Something's lost that must be found. And you said, I need my soul. That's what's lost. And St. Anthony came through. You found your soul. You found your soul. Your angels. If you were drawn to this reading, this is your secret code name. Whatever happened in the first part of your life, that book's done. This is the second book. This is a whole book dedicated to the happily ever after. This is a whole book dedicated just to the happily ever after. Secret code name Destiny. I have faith if you caught this reading that this is your message, that you got just as emotional as I did. That is overwhelmingly beautiful. You went to hell and back. You went to hell to get your soul, and you got it back. If this reading resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Let me know if it lands for you. Because reading these cards, that might be the best outcome I've ever read for anybody. Much, much love and gratitude and support to you. Secret code name Destiny. I will see you next time. Bye. Hey Rembrandt, how you doing? So if you were drawn to this secret code name, I know Rembrandt is like a known wealthy name. I know it's also a toothpaste. And I don't even know if they still make that toothpaste or not, but I don't know, Spirit gave me Rembrandt. So if you were drawn to this secret code name, it is for you. So let's see. Spirit, what is going on? The secret code name Rembrandt and those who are drawn to it in divine time, whenever it is meant to catch them. What is the main focus and the energy for this finish him theme? Secret code name Rembrandt. Okay. Main energy. We've got the star with the, or Yale, which is the curse under that. The star is an immediate level up. Like 2, 3, 4 levels, major level up, right? Getting out of some kind of curse where everything was ripped away from you. Everything was stripped. You were put in the dungeon. You lost your soul. And then you had to go through a task, right? You had to go through a task that you did prevail over. With the key, it was likely a Chiron lesson, right? Where you were the angel sacrificing yourself, but you had a lot of baggage, right? You had a lot of baggage and maybe put somebody on a pedestal that shouldn't have been on a pedestal. They shouldn't have been on a pedestal. The flames, you might have been dealing with a quote-unquote twin flame counterpart, but this is the devil in this deck. The flames is a devil who becomes your enemy. And it lasts until either you or the devil goes through an ego death. Or until the next lifetime, right, where you get to start over. But whoever this devil energy is, and the words written on their arms, it's coagula solve. I don't know if you can see that, if the camera will focus for me. That's how you spell it. Whoever this devil is, I feel like you did absolutely go through the ego death and find your way out. And now whoever this devil is, they're on the other side of the wall. Right? The crown is in reverse. They've been dethroned. And you are realizing that this is where you were. You had a devil right in front of you, right? The broken mind card. One of them anyway. You had a devil right in front of you, and we're seeing all their potential, right? Looking at them like they're an angel. They could be an angel. You had a Chiron wound. An abandonment wound. And martyred yourself into oblivion. And now this devil has definitely been blocked from the blessings, right? The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Because they were completely shut down. Like this crown, it has all the jewels in different chakra colors. The crown is when we open up to the divine. We open up those chakras. And we start to channel divine energy, right? Being a vessel for spirit to come through, to be made manifest upon the world, because we've listened, right? We listened with open energy. And whoever this person is, they are not that. And so they've been barred. They've been barred from the light. Now this person, we have the Lovers on top with the Knight of Pentacles on bottom. King of Wands under that, Four of Swords under that, Hierophant, Chiron under that. It might have taken you a long time to get your victory, to take that leap of faith on yourself, but you've mastered Chiron. You've healed a great deal. And it's been a long time coming with that Knight of Pentacles. This has been slow to get this master vision in place, and you've been real patient. You've been chilling. We got the Four of Swords. You could have been hanging out on your own in this energy 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months, 4 years. But you have the Knight of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles here, the Two of Cups with the Six of Cups, and the Seven of Swords with the Page of Cups. Queen of Cups, Knight of Swords, King of Swords. You have a sacred soulmate coming in. And not just any soulmate. Like this is your person. Two of Cups with the Six of Cups. They're your person, and it's a person you have to choose. And just when you think it's over, just when you think it's done, just when you've resigned yourself to the death, right? If the devil won't stop haunting me, if the devil won't stop following me, and only death will do it, then so be it. And someone comes in and offers you the Knight of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles. Not only do they offer you love, they offer you family, they offer stability. And then you get the Seven of Swords, sneaky motherfucker coming in with a Page of Cups. Page of Cups. This is not a king coming to you. This is not an emperor coming to you. This is a page. It's a sorry excuse for an apology. The Seven of Swords, they might even be sneaking to apologize to you. And if they're sneaking, then chances are they are already tied up with or committed to somebody else. They're coming at you like a page. It's giving me that vibe. Like I said, I'm sorry. Are you going to forgive me or what? Are you going to give me a shot or what? Like I said, I was sorry. I fucked up. You going to give me a shot or what? But they're not even being honest with you. Like they're either keeping secrets or hiding things, omitting things, or lying to you outright because they're sneaking to talk to you. And then we have the Queen of Cups, which I feel like is your energy with the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. And with all the love you have as the Queen of Cups, your communication with that Knight of Swords is clear and factually based and fair. It is cold cut fairness. No hesitation. That Knight of Swords, no hesitation. It's almost like this beautiful energy comes in, and this one is your quote-unquote twin flame, and they come in trying to rob you of your happiness, trying to rob you of your beginner's heart, where you're starting over with something beautiful that's been a long time coming. They come in to try and steal it away, and you literally answer with absolutely not. Absolutely not, because what's fair is fair, and you're reading the room exactly how it is. The Queen of Cups is reading the energy of the room, reading the energy behind the call, behind the text, feeling it clearly, right, intuitive, and answering very clean, straight to the point answers. What's fair is fair. If someone took your crown and barred you from happiness and viewed you like a fucking demon when you were the angel right in front of them, martyring yourself into oblivion, and they betrayed you, and you've been sitting and you've been waiting and being in your own energy for a while, the minute you have something beautiful come through, they come back and you tell them, no. You could tell them whatever you want to tell them, but the way I'm feeling it and the way I'm reading it is you tell them fucking no, because fair is fair. This person you might have a history with, this beautiful energy here. If you don't have history with them in this life, you most definitely have past lives with them. But they're coming back like a knight in shining armor, offering you everything, saving you from this outcome that you've kind of succeeded yourself to. Your guidance card is past. Remember past. Remember past. It says, through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. Whatever this past is, this painful shit, that's why you let it go. through the power of love, you release stagnant situations, stagnant energy, and transform your heart space. And transforming your heart space, you transform your whole reality. It's funny, it talks about stagnant because the only stagnant water on any of the cards is this one. It's a pond, it's all stagnant. This card has a river. This card has a bay. This card has rushing watery waves, the ocean, right? The ocean. A river, flowing water around her feet. You can see the waves crashing around the bottom of her throne. The only place that love is stagnant is with the liar. That Seven of Swords, the thief, the devil. They might both be people from your past. And if you made a choice and chose wrong back then, and it resulted in complete collapse with this false flame, this Chiron lesson that you went through, someone that you lost is coming back, someone that you should have picked. And someone that you should never pick again is also coming back because this person did. This person is straight up the destroyer of your happiness. Like, that is literally who this person is. They are a thief of joy, a thief of love, a thief of your time, a thief of energy. And you're elevating multiple levels, breaking curses. Which is why you would never in a million years go back to this energy. And it might have taken you 4 years. It might have taken you a really long time to get to this point. You would never submit yourself to that energy again, not in this lifetime or any other. Not in this time, space, or dimension, or any other. That is long history. And you are multiple energetic levels ahead of this person. There's multiple veils between you. Like, this person cannot touch your energy space. They're nowhere close. I think your whole life's going to change. I think you're getting a second chance because of the healing that you've gone through. And the person, the one that got away for you, might definitely be the one that's coming back. They were the one that got away because of the one that never should have been. You just had wounds to heal. You had Chiron wounds to heal. But you did. But you did. And now it's all coming full circle. I really do feel that. So, secret code name Rembrandt. I have faith if this message caught you, you were guided to it, it's your message. If it rings for you, definitely let me know in the comments. Don't forget, sometimes my readings, they take like a good month or two to start panning out. So if you remember this read, come back and let me know for sure. Much love and gratitude and support to you. And congrats. Because I think congratulations are in order. I think congratulations are in order. Until we next meet, Rembrandt. Bye. And lastly, before I go, I let you guys know that I would be giving you an update on whether or not I would be doing intention candles for this event. I'm going to pass on intention candles for this event because with all of that activity that I mentioned at the beginning, I don't even know if I'll be able to record or update as, you know, the days progress, and I don't want to interrupt the readings. I had so much anxiety with my back the way it was and not being able to do the readings the way that I wanted to do the readings. So with that, we will be resuming secret code names and intention candles as normal per the next moon event. All right. I love you all. I wish you all nothing but the best. I hope all of the readings were valuable to you and helped you in the best way that they could. And I will see you next time. Bye.